Imagine being asked to go live on Facebook when you really don't feel super comfortable about doing it. Imagine carrying yourself out to do a workout video when you've already worked out, but you had to come home and wash your hair so you didn't look horrible. These are the things that have driven me crazy about this fast track group, but there were so many other things that fed my soul in this fast track group that I have a lot of positive things to say. So I wanted to start with accountability. When I joined this fast track group with Mindy, she asked, "Are you going to be in for the long haul?" And I said, yes. Like, I've worked before, I've had a job, I've raised 3 children. Like, how hard can it be? Well, it can be hard because you're asked to do things that you don't really want to do. And there were things a part of this group that I really wanted to do, and I grew a lot in those areas, but I'm never going to be comfortable, I don't think, with Facebook Live, not anytime soon, until everybody on my Facebook understands what I'm doing with Shakeology and about being a coach. Then I think I'll be a little bit more comfortable, or maybe when I get my like page. So accountability was the first. We were accountable to post every day. We were accountable to read personal development every day. We had to make videos every day. Not every day, a couple days a week. We had to try the Beachbody videos if we hadn't already done them. So there was a whole lot to this that I didn't know anything about. And what I have found out about myself 12 weeks later is that I can be accountable. I can make it work. I can not always cry every time YouTube will not load my video, or I can't find where I downloaded my video. So those are the things that I didn't know about myself. I knew I could be accountable to my children. I knew I could be accountable to my career and the jobs, places where I work, because I got a paycheck every 2 weeks, or I saw how great my children were when I stayed home with them. Those are ways to be accountable, and great, not everybody can do that, but being accountable when the payoff isn't immediate, or may not be for 3 months, may not be for a year, that's a whole different level of accountability. And I was not 100% certain I could do it, and at times I have not wanted to do the things she's asked us to do, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I proved to myself that I can hang in there and I can get it done when I need to. So the second and probably one of the most important things out of all of this is personal development. We are required to have 2 quotes of personal development every single day. And I ate up those personal development books. I did not have any idea about myself. I mean, I'm not 21 years old, even though I'd love to lie to you and say I'm 23. So you would think I know a lot about myself. I did not know a lot about myself. It wasn't until reading the personal development books, John Maxwell is absolutely my favorite, I learned that I was only giving a lot of people half of me. I mean, it's easy to give all of yourself to your family and your husband, but to give it to people in the grocery store or people at church is just not something I think that comes natural to all of us. It does come natural to some of us, but not all of us. It did not come natural to me. So it wasn't until I was well into this fast track group that I realized that when someone comes up to me in a grocery store or at a restaurant and they're like, "Hey, how you been? How are your kids? Blah, blah, blah." That you don't just answer them. Like, you ask them. And maybe you're the first person when they walk into the room that you say, "Hey, how have you been? What have you been doing? How's your mother? How are your children?" I never did that stuff. And I didn't know I didn't do that stuff. I just never occurred to me to care. And I know that sounds so shallow, but now that I'm doing it is amazing. And I wouldn't have known that about myself. Just this journey has been unreal in the form of personal development. And if I never make another $1 at selling Shakeology or being a part of Beachbody, I wouldn't trade this experience for anything, because I've gotten to know myself a whole lot better. Third, comfort zone. You will not be in the comfort zone this entire 12 weeks. I still do not like to do Facebook Live. I don't hate doing the videos because I think they're important. It's just that they're never, you need to look good during them. And so therefore, if you've just come from a workout, you have to come home, you have to shower and put makeup on, which in my opinion is like one of the hardest things I ever have to do. I hate to put makeup on. But again, your comfort zone. Be prepared not to be in your comfort zone this entire time. And I've gotten a whole lot better at it. I'm definitely a lot better at rolling with the punches. There's the dog. The fourth one would be other great individuals in this group. I don't know how Mindy picks the group, But she picked some wonderful people. I mean, I've gotten the best ideas about anything. Like, these are go-getters. They are people who are the first to help you when you're needing it, or when I want to throw my Mac at the window because I cannot get anything to load, or I can't get YouTube to fast forward a video. All I have to do is post, hey, I'm having trouble. And it's not just one person replying, it's 5 or 6, and then you're comparing ideas. So it was eye-opening to me to see just how intelligent and fascinating the people were in my group. And that's all across the board with Shakeology and Beachbody. Mindy's fabulous, but it's easy to know how fabulous she is from the first day you listen to her, but you get to see all these other people, and what leads me to my last of the 5 great things about this Fast Track group, or what I took away from it, is that Beachbody is based on a solid foundation. It is built on integrity. It is built on quality. You cannot go wrong. Now, you can sit back and say you couldn't sell anything because you didn't want to put the effort in, but time and time again, every time I see a video of someone who's been successful, they didn't get there by luck. They got there because they worked hard, and they're more than willing to share their ideas. And they're not sharing their ideas to you and charging you money. They're sharing their ideas to you for free so that you can grow yourself. And I think that's what Beachbody is all about, is they give a lot more than they take. And that's what I've learned about myself. I think I was a taker, and now I'm a giver, and it's so freeing, and it's so great. And I wouldn't be the person I am here now 12 weeks later if I hadn't done this Fast Track group or had not gotten involved in Beachbody, Shakeology. I wouldn't be the person I am. Absolutely not at all. And that amazes me that in 12 weeks I've learned that much about myself. But I think I've read more personal development books in 12 weeks than I have my entire life, short of the Bible, which is all personal development. But sometimes you just need amazing people like John Maxwell to put things in perspective. So that is what I've learned about being in Mindy's Fast Track group. And if you're lucky enough to get invited, please hang in there. You will want to say ugly things about the things she wants you to do. You may even say them underneath your breath. But you are going to be a better person at the end of the 12 weeks. One way or another, you will grow in an area that you least expected. And if you're like me, you grew in an area where you didn't even know you were deficient, which is just says a lot about me. But at least I've grown. At least I'm a much better person. And I look forward to everything else that comes along with being a part of this group.